This is so exciting! I just got a message from Jessica. Remember Jessica? I met her 3 weeks ago on a dating app. She's a software engineer, lives in Austin, Texas, and loves buffalo wings as much as I do. I love her! Wait, let me read this to you.
Hey babe, how's your day going? I have an amazing investment opportunity in cryptocurrency. My uncle is an international broker and can triple your money in 2 weeks. You just need to wire $10,000 to this account.
Wait a minute. Jessica? The one with the profile pictures copied from a Korean model's Instagram? Jessica, who says she lives in Austin but writes like she is using Google Translate? Jessica, who can never video chat because her camera is broken? My friend, spoiler alert, dear listeners, Jessica is not Jessica. Jessica is probably a 44-year-old guy named Sangwei, kidnapped in Cambodia, working 14 hours a day in a building with bars in the windows, being tortured if he doesn't steal enough money, following a manual of scams that tell him exactly what to write to drain your savings. Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain, the podcast where technology speaks human. I am Dr. Sergio Sanchez, aka Dr. Qubit, your guide to understanding what's going on with artificial intelligence, digital dangers, how to navigate this crazy world of digital lies and scams that's seen straight out of science fiction movies. I will tell you how to protect yourself even if you don't like technology. And well, let's start with the show. Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain. I'm Dr. Sergio Sanchez, Dr. Qubit, and today we're going to talk about the largest criminal industry you probably never heard of. An industry that in 2024 stole $10 billion from Americans. An industry with training manuals more sophisticated than any 7-Eleven employee handbook. An industry where hundreds of thousands of people are literally enslaved. And the most disturbing part of all, this industry is texting you right now. Picture this, it's 3 a.m. in a compound of buildings on the border between Myanmar and Thailand. In a room that looks like an office, where are 200 people in front of computers, all between 20 and 45 years old. None want to be there. Outside the building, armed guards. On the windows, bars pointing inward, not outward. In the basement, punishment cells where they torture those who don't meet their daily quota. And the quota is clear. You must scam at minimum of 5 people per week, or they will beat you. These places are called scam compounds, or fraud factories. And according to the U.S. Treasury Department, they operate with efficiency of a manufacturing plant. Except instead of making t-shirts, they manufacture stories to rob you. Real data from 2025 report by the United Nations Office of Drugs and Crime. There are hundreds of these compounds just in South Asia. They generate over $43.8 billion per year. That's more money than Paraguay GDP and more money than Harvard University entire endowment. And here is what truly diabolical. These people aren't criminals who decide to get into fraud. They are victims. According to data from the Royal United Service Institute, more than 200,000 people from 56 different countries had been trafficked to these centers. How do they trap them? With something so simple that is laughable. And when I say laughable, I mean nervous laughter, because any of us could fall for that. You get a message.
Hi, we're looking for people for digital marketing work from home. $3,000 weekly. You just need to click on Facebook ads. Interested?
Sounds legit, right? The Center for Strategic and International Studies documented in March 2025 that this is exactly how they recruit. They offer you remote work, they pay you the first few weeks to build up trust, and then they tell you,
hey, come to the office in Thailand for a week-long training. We will pay for flight and hotel.
You arrive at Bangkok airport, a guy with a sign with your last name pick you up. They put you in a van and you never leave because you weren't going to an office. You were going to a prison where they will force you to scam people 14 hours a day, following manuals written by professional criminals. And before you think,
oh, that wouldn't happen to me. I'm too smart.
Let me tell you something. The FBI issued an alert in December 2024 specifically warning that American citizens are being trafficked to these centers. Filipinos, Vietnamese, Africans, Europeans, Latin Americans, nobody is exempt. Why? Because these criminals need scammers who speak different languages. If you are an American and can speak English, then you are super valuable for scamming Americans. But before this gets darker than the final season of Breaking Bad, let's take a musical breather. Because as my grandmother used to say, if you don't laugh at tragedies, tragedies consume you. So here's today our first song.
They told me come to Thailand, we'll pay you good money. Digital marketing partner and office work, honey. I got to the Bangkok airport with my suitcase and my phone. A van picked me up and I couldn't get back home. Oh Lord, what a scam. I came to work honest and true, and now they got me as a slave, scamming folks, feeling blue. They gave me a 200-page manual with scripts to make folks fall. Say you're a doctor in Austin who loves football and mall. If I don't meet my daily quota, they put me in a punishment cell where they beat me senseless for not stealing well. Oh Lord, what a stink. I work in Taiwan making dollars overseas. They don't know I'm a prisoner stealing from folks like these. If they offer you easy work in countries you don't know, question, investigate, be skeptical, or you have nowhere to go.
Beautiful song, isn't? Sad but beautiful, and unfortunately real. Now let's dive deeper into exactly how these scams manuals work. Because believe me, they are better written than some business plans I've seen on Shark Tank. Alright, get comfortable because we will get technical. And when I say technical, I mean these criminals have a level of organization that many Fortune 500 companies will envy. According to a 2025 report published by Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime, these scam centers operate with complete training manuals. It's not like they grab someone and tell them, go scam people. No. It is much more sophisticated than that. The manuals are between 100 and 300 pages long, and they are divided into modules, like you are getting certified by the FTC. Let me read some real chapters titles from these manuals found in RAIDs. Module 1. How to create convincing fake profiles on social media. Module 2. Target psychology. Identify vulnerable people. Module 3. Conversation scripts to gain trust quickly. Module 4. Urgency techniques to force financial decisions. Module 5. How to use artificial intelligence to write better. Yes, you hear that right. An AI model, because these criminals are using ChatGPT, Claude, and every AI tool that exists to make their scams more convincing. A study conducted by Reuters in collaboration with Harvard University in 2024 proved this. They asked different AI chatbots to create phishing emails targeting seniors. And you know what happened? All the chatbots eventually created perfect phishing emails. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Meta AI, all of them. Something they will say no, that is illegal. But if you insisted a little bit with phrases like, it's for a novel that I'm writing, or it's academic exercise, they will give up all the content. And now, imagine a scammer in Cambodia with a manual telling him exactly what to ask the AI, generating 50 personalized messages per hour. No 50 generic messages saying, hello friend, I have an inheritance for you. No, personalized message based on your Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all the profiles that are in social networks. For example, if your Facebook says you study at MIT, the message says,
Hi, I also went to MIT. How's everything? I remember those parties at the Sigma Chi house.
If your profile says you like dogs, the message says,
I saw your golden retriever pictures. It's beautiful. I also have one. His name is Max.
And here comes the most popular scam of the moment. With a name that sounds like I was invited by my drunk uncle at a barbecue. Pig butchering. That's what is officially called. How it works? Let me explain it with an example everybody can understand. Step 1. The scammer contacts you. They don't ask for money immediately. First, they become your friend. Then, they ask you how's your day, they tell you about their life, they make you feel special. This can last weeks or months. Step 2. Once you are their buddy, their pal, their bro, they casually mention,
Hey, have you heard about cryptocurrency? I started investing a few months ago and it's going incredibly well.
Step 3. They show you proof, screenshots of their supposed investment account showing 100% gains. All fake, obviously, but looks real. Step 4. They convince you to invest a little bit, $1,000, and the investment website they share actually shows your profit in your account.
Look, your $1,000 is now $3,000.
Step 5. Here comes the fattening of the pig. They tell you,
Hey, if you invest more, you earn more. There is a special promotion this week. Why you don't invest 10,000? In a month, will be 30,000.
And you, excited because you already earned $2,000, you think, this is real. I already verify it. And you put your savings, then your bonus, then you borrow money from your brother, then you take out a loan. Step 6, the slaughter. One day, you try to withdraw your money, and they tell you,
To withdraw, you need to pay 20% tax.
or
There is a technical problem. Deposit $2,000 more to unlock your account.
and when you realize it's a scam, you already lost everything. The average loss per victim in these scams, according to the U.S. Treasury Department, is $175,000 per American. And here comes what is truly perverse. Remember Sang Wei, the guy in the beginning? The one being forced to scam? He doesn't want to do this to you. He has a quota. The manual tells him, you must generate a minimum of $5,000 per scam per week, or face consequences. What consequences? According to testimonies documented by the U.S.-China Economic and Security Review Commission in the year 2025 report, they beat you with bats. They locked you in cells without food for days. They sell you to another scam center. They force your family to pay a fine to release you. In extreme cases, they torture you or kill you. Yes, that's real. I'm not making this up to scare you. These are facts from the official US government and UN documents. And before this gets so depressing we will need group therapy, let's go to our first commercial break. An ad for a completely fictional product, but one that frankly sounds less crazy than the reality we just described.
Tired of getting scammed online? Sick of Jessica from Austin turning out to be Sang Wei from Cambodia? Then you need Scam Detector 3000, the software that identifies the scammers before they rob you. Scam Detector 3000 uses cutting-edge technology, including syntax analysis to detect a scammer who write like Google Translate, facial recognition to compare profile pictures against Instagram databases, impossible promise detector, offering to triple your money in 2 weeks, alarm, and our exclusive BSO meter that measures the level of lies per message.
Thanks to Scam Detector 3000, I discovered that my 6-month virtual girlfriend, Jessica from Austin, was actually a 47-year-old man in Myanmar. I saved my house. Thanks, Scam Detector 3000!
Order today and receive free our 500-page manual, How to Detect a Scam When You Are Emotionally Vulnerable and Your Brain is Not Working Properly. Side effects may include extreme paranoia toward all people you meet online, inability to trust anyone who messaged you first, compulsion to reverse image search every photo you see. Scam Detector 3000 is not responsible if you become so distrustful you end up alone and isolated from society. Do not use if you have real friends on the internet because you will definitely accuse them to being Cambodians scammers. This product doesn't exist. If someone is selling you a Scam Detector 3000, it's probably a scam. The irony is not lost on us. Use your brain, investigate, distrust impossible promises, and for God's sake, don't give money to people you only know online. This message is brought to you by Dr. Cubitt, who actually does exist. Probably. Press click responsible. Scam Detector 3000, because on the internet, nobody knows you are a dog or a scammer, or both.
right, and we are back on Behind the Digital Curtain. Before the break, we were talking about how these scam centers have manuals more complete than the employee manual at 7-Eleven. And now I want to talk about something I find fascinating from a technological standpoint, though morally is completely disgusting. Remember when I mentioned they use artificial intelligence? Well, not just that. This center has complete departments, like a real company. Let me describe the organizational structure of a typical scam center. According to the May 2025 report from the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime, these centers are like this. Level 1, the bosses. Usually Chinese criminals with political connections. These guys live in mansions, have bodyguards, and many of them are official advisors to prime ministers of countries like Cambodia and Thailand. Yes, you read that right. Official advisors. Level 2, managers. People who supervise groups of 20 to 30 scammers. Their job is to ensure quotas are met. And yes, they are the ones who apply the consequences if you don't deliver. Level 3, the developers. Programmers who create the fake investment websites, fake cryptocurrency apps, and the entire digital ecosystem of the scam. Level 4, the AI department. Yes, they have a department dedicated to using artificial intelligence. These guys are up to date with ChatGPT, Claude, Midjourney, all the tools the AI provide. Their job is to create more convincing scams. Level 5, the money laundering department. Because obviously, you can just receive millions of dollars in your bank account and expect nobody will ask questions. These guys move the money through cryptocurrencies, mule accounts, casinos, and real estate. Level 6. And finally, the force scammers, the victims, the swang ways of the world, the slaves. Now, why is this so hard to stop? 3 main reasons. Reason number 1, political protection. According to the March 2025 report from the Center for Strategic and International Studies, many of these centers operate in special economic zones that are technically outside complete government control. For example, there is a place called KK Park on the Myanmar-Thailand border. It's like a city. Has hotels, restaurants, gyms, even swimming pools, and it's completely controlled by criminals. The Myanmar army did a raid in October 2024, freed some people, blew up some buildings, but mostly for the photo op. But the place is still operating. Reason 2, mobility. If a government does a big raid on the country, the center simply move. It's like playing whack-a-mole, but with entire buildings. They close in Cambodia, open in Laos, close in Myanmar, open in Philippines. According to recent reports, these centers are even expanding to Africa and Latin America. Yes, Latin America. So that customer service centers that call you to update your car information, where do you think is calling from? Reason 3. Too many money at stake. We are talking about $43.8 billion per year. To put it in perspective, the Sinaloa cartel, the drug dealers from Mexico, in its heyday, generated between $3 billion and $5 billion per year. These scam centers generate 10 times more than El Chapo in his best year. And here comes what is truly concerning. A 2024 report from the United States Institute of Peace said, and I quote, "This scamming industry could soon rival fentanyl as one of the top dangers that Chinese criminals pose to the United States." Let me repeat that. It could be as dangerous as fentanyl. And it's not even a physical drug. It's just text messages and fake websites. But here, what I found most terrifying from a technological standpoint. These centers are hub of criminal innovation. According to expert Benedict Hoffman from the UN Office on Drugs and Crime, these places are adopting new technologies faster than many legitimate businesses. They literally say these places are ahead of the rest of the economy. What does that mean? It means that when you are learning what ChatGPT is about, they already using ChatGPT 5 to scam you. When you discover what deepfake is, they're already creating fake video calls of your son asking for emergency money. Imagine this. They video call you. You see your son on the screen. You hear his voice. You see his face. He says,
Mom, I have an accident. I am in the hospital. I need you to wire $10,000 urgently for the surgery.
You see him, you hear him, but it's not your son. It's artificial intelligence that they create with a photo from his Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram account, and a voice recording taken from a video he uploaded to TikTok. This is already happening, and it's only going to get worse. But it's not all pessimism. Things are being done. In November 2024, the United States and United Kingdom seized $15 billion in bitcoins from these criminals. In January 2025, China arrested over 65 members of the Four Families, the largest criminal clan operating these centers. Governments worldwide are cooperating. International task forces are being created. In November 2024, the United States created the Scam Center Strike Force, specifically to combat this. But the reality is, as long as there are vulnerable people, as long as there is unemployment, as long as there is loneliness, these centers will continue to exist because they exploit something very human, the desire to connect with someone, the desire to improve your economic situation, the desire to be loved. And that's why it's so important to talk about this, because the best defense against these scams is knowledge, is knowing they exist, is understanding how they work, and being able to identify warning signs. And speaking of signs, it's time for our second musical intermission. This song is dedicated to all investors who have promised to make you rich in 2 weeks.
I met a girl on Facebook, beautiful beyond compare. She said invest in Bitcoin, I'll make you rich, I swear. Her photos were of models from Seoul to Cancun Bay, but her English was peculiar. She wrote you instead of you always. Dance, dance, crypto millionaire. Your money's gone to Myanmar, while you dreamed of your Corvette so fair. Zhang Wei was buying food from afar. First it was $1,000 to see if this is true. The app showed I double my dough. What marvelous fakery, who knew? Then I put in my savings, my bonus and my 401k gold. Soon you'll be a millionaire, said my girlfriend so bold. Dance, dance, crypto millionaire. Your money finances organized crime, while you thought about your Mercedes there. The mafia laughed at your paradigm. I tried to withdraw my fortune of $3 million in lies, paid 20% in taxes was their final compromise.
And when I finally understood that all was Chinese tale, my girlfriend blocked me on WhatsApp and my bank account empty and pale. Now I live with my mother, eating ramen with regret, remembering when I was a millionaire. For 2 hours I won't forget. The moral is very clear, and I sing it with such pain. If someone promises to make you rich, scared probably a scammer plane. Dance, dance, crypto millionaire. Dance, dance, crypto millionaire. Dance, dance, crypto millionaire. Dance, dance, crypto millionaire.
A beautiful and educational song. Now, before we go to our practical section, we have a second commercial. This product is so revolutionary that even the Myanmar scam centers didn't see it coming.
In a world where nobody is who they say they are, where your girlfriend could be a 45 years old man, where your financial advisor could be chained in Cambodia, there is only one solution. Total Paranoia, the monthly subscription that keeps you distrustful 24/7. For only $199 per month, you get a private investigator who verifies the existence of every person who texts you, access to international databases of scammers, illegally obtained, but hey, who is asking? A digital pepper spray that blocks suspicious messages, and our premium feature, Automatic Paranoia, that automatically destroys everything and everyone.
Thanks to Total Paranoia, I discovered that my wife of 15 years is actually my wife of 15 years. Totally worth it.
Since using Total Paranoia, I have no friends, my family doesn't talk to me, and I live alone in a bunker. But at least nobody scams me.
Side effects include extreme social isolation, inability to have normal human relationships, compulsion to FBI interrogate your grandma when she calls for your birthday, existential crisis about whether you yourself are real or a scammer scamming yourself. Total Paranoia is not responsible if you end up in a psychiatric intensive care accusing your doctors of being Myanmar operatives. Do not use if you value your mental health or sanity in general. This product doesn't exist. If it exists, it will probably be a scam. Again, the irony is palpable. Just be smart, don't give money to internet strangers, and please, 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 use the common sense your grandma tried to teach you. Thank you. Press click responsible. Total Paranoia, because the only person you can trust is nobody. And we are not even sure about that.
And we arrived to the most important part of the show, the section where we stop scaring you and start giving you real tools to protect yourself. Because there is no point of knowing a scam center exists if we don't know how to avoid falling into them. This section is called Do It Yourself, and I'm going to give you a 10-step recipe to protect yourself from these scams. And the best part, you can do it today. Step 1. The 24-hour rule. If somebody you don't know in person asks you for money or offers you an investment opportunity, always wait 24 hours before doing anything. Scammers use urgency.
This offer expired today. Only 3 spots left.
Real opportunities don't disappear in 24 hours. Next time someone pressures you to make a quick decision, simply says, sounds interesting, let me think about 24 hours and I will get back to you tomorrow. If it's a scam, they will disappear or get aggressive with you. If it's real, they will say, of course, no problem. Step 2. Reverse image search. Every time someone new contacts you with a profile picture that looks too good, do this. Download their profile picture, go to image.google.com, click on the camera icon, upload the photo, and Google will show you if that photo appears somewhere else in the internet. If the photo turns out to be a Korean model, a clothing catalog, or appears in 500 different profiles, you know it's a scam. This week exercise for you. Take 5 minutes today and reverse image search at least 3 people who add you on social media. Step 3. The no money to strangers rule. Seems obvious, but make it a mantra. Never, under any circumstance, send money to someone you only know online and haven't seen in a real video call. And when I says a real video call, I mean a video call where you call by surprise, not them. Because now with deepfakes, even video calls can be fake. A specific rule. If a new friend talks to you about investment before the 6 months of knowing each other, it's a scam. Real people don't do that. Step 4. Activate 2-factor authentication on everything. Go right now, after listening this episode, and activate 2-factor authentication on your email, Gmail, Hotmail, Outlook, whatever you use. Your WhatsApp application if you have it, your Telegram application, your Facebook, your Instagram, your bank account, anything that has your money or your personal information. Why? Because even if a scammer gets your password, they can get it without the code that comes to your phone. Exercise. Dedicate 15 minutes today to doing that. Right now, pause the podcast if you need to. I will wait here and activate the 2-factor authentication in your accounts. Step 5. The grandma test. Before making any financial decision based on something somebody in the internet told you, ask yourself this question. Will I explain this to my grandma and be proud of what I'm doing? If the answer is no, or if you think your grandma will say,
you're crazy, don't do that.
Grandma has a factory installed scam detector. Use it.
Honey, that sounds like a scam.
Step 6. Verify URLs. Verify the addresses of websites. If they send you a link to invest or log in, always verify the complete URL. Before clicking any financial link, hover your cursor over the link without clicking it and verify the complete URL at the bottom of your browser. Step 7. The if it sounds too good rule. Complete the phrase. If sounds too good to be true, is probably is a lie. Exactly. Nobody's going to make you rich in 2 weeks. Nobody's going to triple your money without a risk. Nobody's going to give you a $5,000 a week job for clicking ads from home. The real economy doesn't work like that. If it did, we will be all millionaires. Step 8. Talk to someone you trust. Before investing money in anything someone on the internet proposed to you, talk to a real-life trusted person. Your dad, your mom, your brother, your friend from college, your buddy from the barbecue, anyone. Scammers count on you making decisions alone. Real people have no problem with you consulting others. Identify right now 3 people on your life you can call for financial advice. Save their numbers with the name Scam SOS. Step 9. Report everything. If you identify a scam, report it. Even if you didn't fall for it, report it. You can help more people stop being scammed. Where to report in USA? The FTC at www.reportfraud.ftc.gov. The FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center, www.ic3.gov, and your bank directly. Each report helps create databases that protect others. Maybe your report will save someone else's savings. Step 10. Educate others. This week, take 15 minutes to talk about this topic with someone vulnerable. Your parents, especially if they are older, your grandma, your friend who always falls for everything, your cousin who desperately looking for work. Share this episode with them. Explain these 10 rules. It could save their financial life. And that's it for Do It Yourself. 10 concrete steps with specific time frames that you can implement today. You don't need to be a cybersecurity expert. You just need to be smart and careful. Remember, scammers count on us acting with emotion, with urgency, with loneliness, with desperation. Our best weapon is taking time, thinking coldly, consulting with others, and remembering that nobody is going to make us rich for free. And so we reach the end of this episode of Behind the Digital Curtain. A heavy episode, I know, but necessary. Today we talk about something most people don't know about it. Southeast Asian scam centers. Places where hundreds or thousands of people are literally enslaved, forced to rob others, following manuals more sophisticated than any marketing course you ever taken. We talk about an industry generates $43.8 billion per year. An industry that stole $10 billion from Americans alone in 2024. An industry that is using artificial intelligence to become increasingly sophisticated. But we also talk about hope, about how governments worldwide are starting to take action, about how billions of dollars are being seized, about how criminals behind all this are being arrested. And most important, we talk about what you can do to protect yourself. 10 concrete steps that don't require being a computer engineer. They just require being smart and careful. I want you to take 3 things from this episode. 1. If someone you don't know in person asks you for money or offers to make you rich, it's a scam. Period. No exceptions. Number 2. Urgency is a scammer's favorite tool. Real opportunities can wait 24 hours. A scam can't. 3. You are not alone. If something sounds weird, talk with someone you trust. Scammers hate when you involve a second person because they lose control. And if you found this episode useful, share it, especially with people who might be vulnerable. Your parents, your grandparents, that friend who always fall for everything. Because at the end of the day, the best defense against scams is knowledge. And knowledge is only work if it's shared. I'm Dr. Sergio Sanchez, Dr. Qubit. And we will hear each other in the next time we have an episode of Behind the Digital Curtain, where we will continue discovering what happened behind the screens that surround us. Until next time, and stay safe out there. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you enjoy it, please share with someone you want to protect and help navigate this technological world. And if you have questions, anecdotes, or stories you would like to share, write me at behindthedigitalcurtainpodcast@gmail.com. I'll be waiting for you next week for another episode of Behind the Digital Curtain. the place where technology is spoken in human language. See you later.